Hi, I'm Mike Yanessa, and welcome to another episode of Car Stories on the PCTV network. If you want to view it on the internet, go to thepctv.com and you can watch past episodes for probably the past 2 years. There's a lot of good shows on there, a lot of interesting topics, and tonight's going to be another one. Tonight, we have Randy Kaler and John Dorf, and they're going to talk about trucks. Big trucks, little trucks, trucks at Macungie next weekend. So I'm going to turn it over to Randy, and we'll get the show going. Randy, what do you got for us?
We got a really cool regional truck show event coming up at Maple Grove Dragway on July 26th and 27th.
Okay.
Last year was the inaugural, and it was a single-day event.
Car show? Truck show?
It's a truck show. It's for semi-trucks and diesel pickups, anything diesel.
Wow.
We'll have drag racing. We'll have events for the kids, face painting, bouncy houses, that type of stuff. But
Okay.
it's all about the trucks. You know, the truckers, they get their day in the sun.
Right.
They get to be at a really awesome facility like Maple Grove and get to show their pride in their ride.
Wow. And then is next weekend Macungie, correct? Did I
And
say
next
that?
weekend is a Macungie show, but
Right.
the truck show at Maple Grove is July 26th and 27th.
27th. Okay.
Yep.
So we got a lot of truck things coming because not everybody's into just cars. They're into trucks and motorcycles. And that's what Car Stories is about, bringing these type of people here to show them what it's all about. So,
Well, it's great being here, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to spread the word, add some exposure to the show.
right.
Last year was the inaugural. It was a single-day event, and it broke every record that Maple Grove had for a first-year single-day event.
Wow.
We had 386 trucks there. We judged 158 trucks in 4 hours, which is insane with 12 people. That's a lot of work to do.
And like stock class, modified class, all?
We have a series of classes for the judged show
Mm-hmm.
that ranges from dump truck to combination truck to bobtail truck. We've got a class for everybody. Anybody that shows up is going to get find a proper class to be judged in.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And tell me about yourself. What do you do for a living, Rick?
I made my living in the trucking industry. I have a fabrication business in Manheim, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We do a truck by truck type of thing, but we'll customize anything from a street rod to a motorcycle, a big truck.
Right.
And we'll do it on.
And metalworking and all type of stuff. Wow.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
everything from food service grade stainless steel to trucking parts, home interior items. You know, just whatever comes through the door.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Did you bring the pictures tonight, or are you going to tell
I
us about
did.
them?
These
Want me to-
are shots from last year's show.
Okay, I'm going to start it rolling, and you can just talk. John, if you have anything that you say.
Yeah, I met Randy years ago in the trucking business. I got into the show truck business. I showed for a couple of years, and way I was introduced to him, I was sent to him to have some custom parts made for my truck, show truck.
Big truck.
Yes, big truck. And we showed it on national, around the national circuit.
Wow.
And because I was an over-the-road trucker, so I was able to get to a lot of these events. And they were very supportive. I met a lot of other people through. One of our head judges is Randy Brown. He also showed a truck with us, and we all met through Profab. And Denver Truck Paint, which is one of our sponsors, and they contacted me and asked us, would we be interested in becoming judges to run the show? So that's how we got it rolling.
And you also have show trucks, but you guys are racing these trucks too?
Yeah, there'll be drag racing all day. There'll be classes for the semi trucks. There'll be classes for the diesel pickups and for highly modified vehicles, but they have to be diesel. It's all about taking a weekend out and just having diesel drags, diesel show.
Wow.
And pretty much the trucking industry is driven by pride. It's the pride of the men that drive the trucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's businesses like mine where we're basically selling pride. We're giving them an opportunity to have something made for their truck that sets them apart from everybody else, gives them some uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a weekend to celebrate truckers, and we're going to have a ball.
July 26th.
July 26th
27th
and
of
Mark
27th.
that down. July 26th, Maple Grove Dragway. If you're in the trucks, it sounds like the place to be.
July 26th and the 27th.
And a lot
26
of
and
these guys drive over the road, so they're away from their family a lot,
Right.
And it's a family show. If they bring their family out, they put a tent up behind their truck. A lot of shows won't let them do that. Maple Grove's facility is unique in that it has a lot of grass. People have kids climbing on their trucks. They fall off. They fall on grass. They don't fall on blacktop like other shows, you know,
Right.
skin their knees up.
Perfect
They can
place.
bring their pets without burning their paws up. But it's a family fair show.
Nice.
And Maple Grove's been really helpful with us. Like Lex Studis, they really, we plan our show from the last day of the show last year right up to the show event.
Right.
And a lot of shows make that mistake. They don't do that. They try to rush through things, you know. And we're trying to give them a fair show, a family show, and something they'll come back to, you know, return, you know.
Great. Good. Now, these are some pictures, if you saw, of Maple Grove last year. This is, I believe, your truck, Randy?
This is my race rig. I
Wow.
drive sprint cars in Central PA too, so I try to stay busy. And the trailer and the truck, they double as my public appearance vehicle.
Sure.
We set up the trailer as a headquarters for the judges and the volunteers. Delaware Valley Concrete was a sponsor last year. They bring out their antique mixer truck. It's just cool to look at. Mack Truck is our presenting sponsor. They're the biggest sponsor we have, and they brought out a whole fleet of trucks.
Old trucks, new
Old
Yeah,
trucks.
truck- new
antiques.
trucks
Yeah,
and old
new end.
trucks.
Yeah.
They had it covered. They have a bunch of neat exhibits where you walk in one end of the trailer and out the other, and it kind of gives a history of Mack Truck.
Right.
And since they're a local company, it just made sense for them to get involved with the show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know they used to have some awesome antique trucks.
Oh
Mac does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the whole antique truck community comes to our show. Trucks of all makes. We keep them in a little separate area, kind of in a grove of trees, and park them in there. And it's really amazing how big the antique truck community is, especially here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, people say to really see large cars, you got to go out west. Lancaster County has some of the most awesome, you know, over-the-road rigs, and it's amazing. These show trucks could go anywhere, and the better portion of these people don't show their trucks. It's just a pride in their vehicles.
And they use them.
Oh, yeah, they
they're
travel.
Work trucks. They're
Yeah,
not just
yep.
sitting in the garage covered up. They use them to make deliveries.
yep,
And then
yeah.
the next weekend, they're there shined up in the show. So,
Let's even talk about yours, John. Your dump truck, for example. John's won many awards with that truck, and Monday morning he's in the quarry.
Works out every day.
right, he has Dorf Trucking, and that's what he does. He hauls gravel and stone. So imagine how dusty and dirty his truck gets, and that weekend it's winning awards. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
This was our overall show winner last year, Mark Harkle Road. He got a really nice Peterbilt, and he wins a lot of the regional shows, so it was kind of a feather in his
Oh, I
cap
hate
to win
looking
the
at
first one. The drag racing is epic.
These are
These guys
both
put on
these
a
are both
great
trucks
show.
from my area, Happer,
A lot of
Horsham
black
area.
smoke,
Yeah.
you know. We're gonna have a model show at this year's event too. These are all models,
Oh my, look at that.
and the detail work is incredible. These guys spend a lot of time to.
That's a model there.
That's a model, yeah.
Yep,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are all models.
it's
This is
amazing.
just one guy's collection. There'll probably be 50 guys there, each with 5 or 10 trucks. So that in itself is going to be neat to see.
And that's as big as a normal model? or
They're
what's
1/18 scale,
Yeah.
so for
Yeah.
a truck they're like
Wow.
this big.
Look at
Amazing,
that.
but there again, it's an attraction. The kids and the adults, you know, are
Yeah.
really get a bang out of it. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah,
really.
models is kind of a lost art now.
Yeah,
When
the
we were
detail.
kids,
Yeah,
that
but
was
the
what we
detail
did.
is it's incredible. You
These
know,
truck
it's real.
guys are huge. They're all over the country. They're all over the world, actually. Through Facebook and Twitter, you know, we stay in contact with them. They post up on their Facebook page, and they'll have a huge turnout of our show, I'm sure.
All diesels.
All
Diesel pickups and
It's the Keystone Diesel All Truck Nationals. That's the name of the show.
That's the name of the show.
Presented
okay.
by Mack Trucks. And we've got a lot of local sponsors who stepped
Yeah.
up and got involved. Denver Truck Painting is our naming sponsor. Cleveland Brothers Caterpillar, Peterbilt, Kenworth, Detroit.
Oh, I've seen this one race. I raced I think Cecil County with that.
This lady whooped her husband's butt. He had the other black truck like that. And this was our overall speed winner. I kind
Yeah.
of think he went like a 13.
yeah, he was just almost 12s. He ran a
Almost
very low 13, almost into the 12s, which is unheard of. And it smokes the length of the strip.
We got to get Colin down. Colin, the guy who works here, is a big diesel nut. He has a Duramax diesel with
yeah.
the
But get in
chip
there,
and
man.
all that.
Oh yeah, they need to come over. Yeah.
Wait till he sees this. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was all diesel until you.
Yep.
Yep.
And then we have a CDL bike judging, and all the guys that drive the trucks have CDLs. So if they're in the motorcycles, we have a division strictly for it. You have to have a CDL license to bring your motorcycle, and we judge them as well. And it's all like not only the truck owners, but and the companies are sending them with their drivers because they're driving 9% of their trucks. The drivers maintain even though they don't own them. You know what I mean? So. That's another way of a driver participating in the show, even if he doesn't own
It shows a lot
the
of
vehicle.
pride too.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. And it's a day for the truckers, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's really, but it's the family. It's amazing. They bring their kids out, their pets out,
Yeah.
and we let them put tents up, which very few venues let you put a tent up and have everybody camps out behind her. And it's
Really
now it's a 2-day event.
What do you think? How many trucks do you think you had last year?
We had 386 trucks last
Wow.
year.
Yeah, and we're
For
thinking
our
we're
first
going to
day-
double that.
For a
First
single day,
year-
first year
Yeah,
event.
it's
amazing,
unheard. That's
yeah.
unheard
So
of.
this year, it's
I judged the show out in Wheeling, West Virginia for 6 years,
Right.
and you had to be a winner of their show to be a judge, and we never had that kind of a turnout, and they were like 14 years running, and so for a first year event, it really
Well, see,
turned a
like
lot
you
of
said-
heads.
You
Yeah.
said, because Lancaster County, this area is
Yeah.
rich in motorhead car things.
And the preparation
truck
that people
things,
handle it, like
sure.
Randy and the
Yeah.
track, Lexus, you know,
And
and
the
them,
track,
they,
yeah.
they really helped us. Yeah. And the
If you
sponsors, of course, we couldn't put it on. It wasn't.
If you didn't see last month's show, we had Maple Grove on here. Lex Dudas was on, and John.
Yeah,
John
Bishi.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on. He's new to Maple Grove, and that was last month's show. So if you want to see that one, it's a real good one. They talk about the racing and the history of Maple Grove since 1962. So it's a great place to have, like you said, with the grass and the trees. There's a little bit
Oh,
of
it's
shade here and
huge,
there.
yeah.
You know.
We love putting the trucks on the grass, but if we have a rain event, like if a week's a couple days of rain, that grass gets really messy quick.
Yeah.
But
So-
and we can just move them right around the corner on blacktop. They have it's a unique facility. You know, it really can handle what we're hoping to do.
It is.
And they give us the freedom to do new things. They don't know the truck show business. Pretty much giving me a free rein, give me enough rope to hang myself if we
Yeah,
don't do
or-
well. But we're doing some things that have never been done at truck shows before. And one of the things that's going to be unique this year, we're going to do an all-night movie
Oh, cool.
kind of deal. We're going to project it up on a screen, and we're going to play old trucker movies, Smokey and the Bandit, White Line Fever,
Oh, man.
Maximum Overdrive.
So people stay overnight.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. First
we
time
were
ever.
saying that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's unusual. Maple Grove never
Yep.
used to let people.
Friday at
That's
noon,
cool.
we'll still
They're
open the
really
gates.
Yeah.
cooperating with us. Yeah.
Friday at noon, we'll open the gates for the competitors and the vendors to come in and get set up.
Right.
So it's really a whole weekend event.
And
Did you start it, or the club? Do you belong to a club? How did this all become?
Well, the track has wanted a truck show for years. They just didn't know how to go about doing it. And a friend of mine contacted the track and got the ball rolling and got me involved. And then I was on the board of directors for a group called NAST, the National Association of Show Trucks, for 6 years, or 5 years, 12 shows a year. That's 60 shows. So I took the best of the things that I thought was good about the shows, got rid of the bad, and kind of used it to set this show up.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. Now, you have some pictures on here with the banquet, I believe. You want to show them now?
Yep, they
If I can get it. Maybe not. There you go.
Yep, they had their awards banquet this winter, and they shocked me with an award called the Ambassador Award. And at the event, they were talking about how big the truck show was and how pleased they were with the turnout. And I told them they haven't seen anything yet.
This is actually, we bring the judges in before the show.
Okay.
We have some trucks in Randy's shop
Right.
that they're working on or whatever, and we go over. This is our sponsor, the Denver Truck Paint, Mark Holland, and Randy. But we go over all of how we want the trucks judged because some of the judges that we've had are professional show truckers. They have
Right.
showed,
Right.
and they know what they didn't like about shows, how they were unfairly judged or politically judged, and we're going out of our way to make sure that does not happen with our show.
Wow, that's really great.
So, you know,
So once again, July 26th, July 27th, Maple Grove Raceway. If you're into diesel trucks, want to see something really different, some fast tractor trailers that earn a living during the week and race and show their truck on the weekend, Maple Grove Raceway is the place to be. So time goes fast when we're having a good time here, you know, talking about cars and trucks. And Dan Woods from D&W Motorsports always keeps us up to date on some upcoming events. So Dan, if you would tell them what's happening.
Well, you got something you were telling me about last night.
yeah,
That's
well-
happening here in Pottstown.
You're right. What we had the idea, a friend of mine, Percy Metzler and stuff, is remember when Pottstown used to be the cruising capital? It's not anymore for various reasons. But every Friday night this summer, if you can, come on out to High Street, go to McDonald's, patronize the businesses, get something to eat. I'm not saying I'm going to be here. I'm not going to say Wheels of Motion is going to be open. Just come out and see if your friends are out. And tonight, there's supposed to be some guys out here. And every Friday night this summer, if you've got nothing to do, you're on your way home, stop by and, like I said, get something to eat, have an ice cream, and see what's happening in downtown Pottstown. So now, Dan, what's happening?
Okay, get your calendars out. There's a lot going on, and we've got to go through it very quickly because there's a lot on the list. Saturday night, June 7th, is a cruise night at Pottstown, Pottstown Classics on High Street. Saturday, June 14th, is a Mid-Atlantic car show and nostalgia drags at Cecil County Dragway. Good show, got to go see it. Friday and Saturday, June 13th and 14th, is the Pipes Exhaust Open House and Car Show. Performance Years also has a special Pontiac show there as well. June 22nd is the Mega Mopar Series race and car show at Maple Grove. Saturday, June 28th at Maple Grove Raceway is the Glory Days Nostalgia Drags and Car Show. Madra, Mid-Atlantic Nostalgia Drag Racers Association, East Coast Gassers, Nito, Backseat Drivers, which is the the front engine dragsters, and the 422 All-Stars will be there for a points race there that day. There will also be 4 Nostalgia Funny Cars racing. Saturday, July 5th, Pottstown Classics Cruise Night on High Street. As you know, they have their first Saturday night of each month. They have their cruise night. On the July 5th, they have a band there called Hat Tricks will be performing. Friday and Saturday, July 11th and 12th, is the York Nostalgia US 30 reunion at the York Fairgrounds. Sunday, July 13th, is the York US 30 reunion nostalgia race at Beaver Springs. We'll be there. Saturday, July 26th, is the Street Rodder Magazine Car Show at the Eastwood Company. Starts at 10 a.m. Immediately after that, the Eastwood Show is the Evans Cooling Open House, first time, showcasing their new shop area for coolant changeovers and info on all their waterless coolants. Address is 496 Frickslocks Road. Look for the signs on 724. And Saturday and Sunday, July 26th. Take it from there.
Raceway.
The truck show.
Diesel Truck Nationals.
At Diesel Truck Nationals, that's the real name, at Maple Grove. So if you're in the trucks, you know anybody that is, spread the word. And if you need more information, give you a call. Is that how
Absolutely.
it works? You have a
Call
website?
me.
Call you? What's your phone number?
Go to the Maple Grove
Oh,
Raceway.
there you go.
MapleGroveRaceway.com.
That's easy.
Has
Go
all the
there.
information.
Really easy.
And has all the information, and we hope to see you there.
Yep.
Have I got a car story for you? This is the latest one that we pulled out of a garage up in Scranton. It's been sitting there for 40 years. And slowly, I'm going to bring it back to life. It's a 38,000 mile, one owner, 63 Impala Super Sport, 4-speed convertible. It doesn't get any better than this. And a little bit of body work, but the rest of it is all original paint. It's the original convertible top. And I had a lot of experience getting cars like these that have been sitting for a while running and have good luck with it. So of course we have to do the brake system, the fuel system, the tires, and get it running, and then we'll worry about the way it looks. The whole interior needs to be just cleaned up. It's in very good condition. And the original owner, like I said, and his wife were here. They've been married 40 years, and their name's Joe and Bonnie, and she's never ridden in the car. He parked it in 1974 at his mom's house. So just another cool car, another car story, and it's here at Wheels of Motion at 525 East High Street. And what we'll do is we'll take pictures of it as it progresses. It'll be on the internet, and you'll see it come back to life. 1963 Impala Super Sport convertible. It don't get any better than that. Hi, I'm Mike Yanessa. I hope you got to see Car Stories on the PCTV network. If you haven't, check us out. We have a lot of good shows coming up all summer long. One of the shows is June 28th at Maple Grove Raceway. It's a nostalgic drag racing race and a car show. Funny cars, front-engine dragsters, and all the local clubs that strictly race nostalgic cars. 422 Motorsports, Nito, Manger, that's some of the names up there, and you'll see some really cool cars. So I want to put a contest out there to our viewers, and Dan Woods from D&W Motorsport is going to tell you how it works.
Email me your car story to my email address at danawoods with the number 1 at AOL.com. Mike and I will read all your car stories and we'll pick out the best 2 that best represents this TV show and the car hobby. Those 2 participants will get the chance to be interviewed and tell their car story at Maple Grove Raceway the day we're taping at Glory Days on June 28th.
Right, so if you have your car story, hopefully if you have your car, bring it, put it in the car show. Even if you don't have your car, just come to Maple Grove, and like I said, we'll notify you. We're going to pick 2, and you'll be on PCTV at Maple Grove. We're going to film the races, we're going to film the car show, and you get a chance to tell your car story. So thanks for watching us here on the PCTV network, and have a good night.